I'm too new. I don't even know where to start. Stop right there. That's a lie. And it's a sneaky little one because it sounds so humble, sounds responsible, and it sounds like you're just being honest with yourself. Because here's what that lie actually is. It's a comfortable little excuse that lets you stay exactly where you are. Because as long as you say you don't know where to start, you never have to. And another year goes by, and another, and you're still standing in the same spot watching other people who are not smarter than you, go and do the thing you keep telling yourself you're not ready for. Here's the truth no one says out loud. Nobody knew where to start. Not me, not the investor you follow, not a single person who's ever built anything. Everybody starts as a beginner who has no idea what they're doing. The only difference between them and you is they took that next step anyway, before they felt ready. So today, I'm gonna show you why this lie is keeping you stuck, where it comes from, and the exact first steps you take when you don't know where to start. So let's go. If you're new here, I'm Zasha. I built a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio in Hawaii, one of the most expensive markets in the country. And I want to be crystal clear about something. I started knowing nothing, no blueprint, no rich uncle, no map, just one step and then the next one. Aloha, let's get into it. This is part of my series called Lies We Tell Ourselves, because the thing standing between most people and their first deal is never what they think it is. It's not money, it's not the market, it's not timing. It's a story they keep repeating until it becomes a wall they can't see past. And lie number 3 is this one. I'm too new. I don't even know where to start. Now here's why this lie is so dangerous. The other lies, like I need my own money or I don't know anyone with money, those at least point a problem at you to go and solve. But this one freezes you completely. It's paralysis dressed up as humility. It tells you that you need to know everything before you can do anything. And that is the trap, because you'll never know everything. I don't know everything, and I've been doing this for years. The market shifts, deals are different, you learn forever. And if knowing everything first is your requirement to begin, then congratulations. You've given yourself permission to never start. You don't need to know everything. You need to know the next step, and that's it. So let me show you real quick. Why does I don't know where to start feel so true and so heavy? For 2 reasons. First, school trained us for 12, 16, however many years. We're taught that you study first, you take the test second. You learn everything, then you're allowed to perform. You get the grade, then you get to move forward. So we carry that into real life, and we wait for somebody to hand us the full curriculum before we'll take a single step. But the real world doesn't work like school. In the real world, you act first and the lesson comes from action. The second reason, information overload. You open your phone, you start researching, and you drown. Wholesaling, subject to, BRRRR, creative finance, multifamily, tax liens, 50 plus gurus, all yelling different things. So your brain just shuts down and goes, this is too much. I don't know where to start. And you close the app. That's not a knowledge problem. That's an overwhelm problem. And the cure to overwhelm is not more information. It's a single next step. So if you've been feeling buried, that's not a sign you're not cut out for this. It's a sign you've been trying to swallow the whole thing at once instead of taking one bite. Here's a flip that changes everything. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to see the next step. Think about driving at night. Your headlights only show you maybe 200 feet of road, but you can drive the entire way across the island in the pitch dark on just 200 feet of light at a time, because as you move forward, the road keeps revealing itself. You never need to see the whole road. You just need to see enough to take the next little bit. That's exactly how this works. You don't need a 5-year master plan. You need to know the one thing you're doing this week. Go to a meetup, analyze a deal, make one offer, have one conversation with a potential lender. Each step you take lights up the next one. The path literally appears as you walk. It doesn't appear while you stand still studying the map. And here's the part that nobody warns you about. Confidence does not come first. Confidence comes after. You don't wait until you feel ready and then act. You act, and then the readiness shows up on the other side. You take the messy first step while you're still scared, and the confidence is your reward for moving, not your permission to move. Start before you feel ready, because you're never going to feel ready. Ready is a feeling you earn by starting. I want to talk to one specific person watching this. In every family and every bloodline, there's one person who decides to change a trajectory. One person who looks at how it's always been, the paycheck to paycheck, the we don't do things like that, the same patterns handed down for generation, and quietly decides it stops with me. I'm going to be the one. That person is never the most qualified. They're never the one who knows the most. They're just the one who got uncomfortable enough with staying the same that they were willing to be a total beginner in public, willing to ask the silly questions, willing to be bad at something new, willing to step outside that comfort zone their whole family lived inside. Let me paint you the picture. Picture a woman who came from a family where nobody invested in anything. Money came in, money went out. That was the whole story, generation after generation. And one day she decides she's done with that story. She doesn't know where to start. She's terrified, but she takes that one step. She learns one strategy. She does one deal, then another. She gets uncomfortable on purpose over and over and over again. Fast forward to now, she invests passively. Her money works while she sleeps. She intentionally lowered her expenses so her investments cover her life. She's not grinding paycheck to paycheck anymore. She's not trading every hour for $1 because she built something that pays her. And here's the real win. Her kids are growing up watching a completely different example. The trajectory of her entire family for generations forward changed because one person decided to start before she felt ready. That can be you, but only if you're willing to be the beginner first. Let's talk about comfort zone, because this is where the whole thing lives or dies. Everything you want is outside of it. I know that's on a million coffee mugs, but it's true, and most people still don't live like it. Your comfort zone feels safe, but it's actually the most dangerous place to stay because nothing grows there. You staying comfortable is exactly why the situation never changes. Getting out of your comfort zone doesn't mean doing something reckless. It means doing the small, scary thing, sending the text, walking into the meetup where you don't know anything or anyone, saying out loud, I'm a real estate investor, before you fully believe it, making the offer that might get rejected, asking someone for money when your voice might shake. Every one of those feels uncomfortable. Good. That discomfort is the exact feeling of growth happening in real time. When you feel that resistance, that little voice going, oh, I don't want to, that is the arrow pointing to the thing that's going to move you forward. Learn to walk towards that feeling instead of away from it, and your whole life starts changing fast. You were not put here to be comfortable. You were put here to grow into who you're capable of becoming. And that only happens on the other side of, I don't really want to do this. Before I give you the checklist, let me knock out the excuses I already hear you thinking rapid fire. I need a certification or a license. No, you don't. You need a deal and the willingness to learn as you go. Most successful investors have 0 special letters after their name. I should read more books before I start. Reading is great, but you can read for 10 years and never do a deal. At the same point, the book becomes a hiding place. Learn enough to take the next step, then the next. What if I make a mistake? You will. Everyone does. Mistakes aren't proof you shouldn't have started. They're the actual tuition for this education. You learn more from one real deal, even a messy one, than from 100 YouTube videos. And yeah, I know, I'm a YouTube video. I'm too young, I'm too old, I missed the window. There is always someone younger than you, somebody older than you, starting today. The window is open right now. The only window that closes is the one where you keep waiting. Every one of those is the same lie in a different outfit. I'm not ready. You are ready. You're enough. Just take that one next step. All right, so here's a checklist. If you genuinely don't know where to start, you start here. Pause the video, screenshot this, come back to it. Number 1, pick one strategy to focus on for now. Just one. You can explore others later. Trying to learn all of them at once is exactly why you feel stuck. Number 2, get your money clear. Know what you have, what you owe, what you can access. If that part scares you, go do my Money May challenge in the playlist. Number 3, go to one meetup or event online or in person in the next 2 weeks. Be in the room with people doing this. Number 4, find one person who's a few steps ahead of you and learn how they started. Not their whole life, just their first step. Number 5, analyze one deal this week, even a pretend one. Run the numbers, get reps. It's like a batting cage. You just need swings. Number 6, have one conversation about what you're doing. Tell a friend, a potential lender, anybody. Saying it out loud makes it real. Number 7, take one action that scares you a little every single week. That's the whole game. Consistent, small, uncomfortable steps. Number 8, repeat. One step leads to the next. Keep your headlights moving forward. Notice the word one in almost every line. That's on purpose. You don't need to do all of it today. You need to do the next one thing, and that's the entire secret. Look back at the checklist for a second. Every single item is just permission to begin imperfectly. That's really all this comes down to. The people who make it in this are not the smartest people in the room. I promise you that. They're the ones who are willing to start messy, look a little silly, ask the beginner questions, and take action before they felt fully ready. That willingness to start before you're ready, that's the actual skill. That's the muscle. And just like any muscle, it gets stronger every single time you use it. The good news is you can start building that muscle today with the very next step. You don't have to know everything. You never will. You just have to be brave enough to move while you're still figuring it out. And if you want the fastest possible next step, if you want to go from, I don't know where to start, to actually being in a room with people who show you exactly how, that's exactly what Money Raising Mastery is. It's my 2-day live event in Honolulu on July 25th and 26th, and I'm hosting it alongside Amy Majori, who's raised over $60 million in private money. And she's going to be on stage teaching the exact strategies behind how she did it. You're truly learning from experts on this one and taking action right in the room, raising money as we go. And it's not just us. We're also bringing in guest speakers and industry experts to share their own resources and strategies for raising money. So you walk out of that room with a complete toolkit, and just as importantly, the confidence that comes from actually starting. We had people last year raising 50, 100,000 right in that room. This is where you turn from, I don't know where to start, to I've already started. We've also got a VIP welcome the evening of July 24th to kick the whole thing off. Seats are limited. It's an intimate event on purpose, and they're going fast. If you want in, comment MRM down below, and I'll send you all the details on how you can grab your seat. And listen, if you've watched this whole series with me, you've now seen every lie laid out. I need my own money. I don't know anyone with money. I'm too new to start. 3 lies with the same root. They all keep you frozen. And the cure for all 3 is the same. Take the next step before you feel ready. You were never too new. You were just one brave step away from being the person in your family who changed everything. So take it. Mahalo, and I'll catch you on the next one.